I'm Phoebe.
I'm Rejoice.
And I'm Naomi.
Girls Talk is going to be us discussing some big topics that we think are really important that maybe don't get discussed enough in society. So how we're going to do it, there'll be a topic in here with a few questions. We're going to pull one out each and we're going to discuss it between us. We've got our biscuits, we've got our brews, and we're ready to go.
How would you change the world in one sentence?
What we should have prepared for. Prioritise the mind over the mouth.
Yeah.
Because I think it is so easy to be taken in by what somebody said, a passing comment or something that's been put online. And I think if you look at that and consider, did the person use their mind before they did this, or was this sort of a split decision? And I think the more you use your mind, you can think, well, maybe that person was having a bad day and therefore they've said this and it shouldn't be influencing me. Or educate yourself first and then use your mouth.
I feel like that kind of leads to empathy as well, being
Yeah.
more empathetic people.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say something bad and they don't mean it in that way, but it's because of their experiences. They're saying like that, so definitely be a bit more sympathetic and empathetic towards people.
Because people have different opinions and different thoughts about stuff, and respect is not shouting at other people, but it's also respecting, like agreeing to disagree on stuff too.
Yeah.
And love, because love is all about caring for other people, and you want, like personally, we want other people to care about us.
It's not a negative change for the world.
Yeah,
We all
exactly.
want to obviously go somewhere, progress together.
And these topics need discussing. So if you become very isolated and don't talk to people, you'll have a lot going on in your head that you can't get out.
Yeah.
And you'll feel like you're on your own, but because of the relationships that you make, surely if people make good relationships with other people, then that transforms.
I feel like it's amazing because when you look at certain cultures, they have quite a close-knit, community within them, and it's because everybody like cares for each other.
It's like collectivist,
Everyone is
isn't
like
it?
brother and sister
Yeah.
and stuff. Whereas like in the Western world that we live in now, it is very individualistic.
Yeah.
You might care about your extended family, but not always who's right next to you.
Yeah.
It's okay for someone to have a different idea to you, and it's okay for you to be not wrong necessarily, but it is okay to talk to someone and then they have completely different views to you, and that's fine. If everyone thought the same and everyone was the same person, it would be really, really boring. Like, it wouldn't be like there's no difference and no conversation because everyone will just think the same. Also learn to appreciate the differences as well.
But I think it's okay sometimes to say like, oh, I think I was mistaken on that, because you do have these ideas. And if I was unsure about something to do with like anyone's faith, I would ask them. And I'd be like, oh, I didn't think it was like that. That's so interesting to hear that because, from your different backgrounds and stuff. And I think just being able to talk to people, and it is a society was sort of in where people don't want to go, I was wrong about that, I'm changing my mind. I feel like people stick to their guns even if they've changed their mind. Yeah, it's okay to say I was wrong, but it's okay to learn from people. And I think
It's having that responsibility over it, isn't it? Going, this is my opinion. I get that, it might be different to yours, but this is, it's just an authority thing, isn't it? To go that I've claimed that. And
you don't have to have pride
You don't
over
have to-
education, do
no.
you? Because you're constantly learning.
You can change your mind once you're presented with new information. That's absolutely fine. Like that's how you grow. That's how you learn. Because a person can have like a very prejudiced view against a certain minority, and then once they've learned and spoken to that person and got the right information and things like that, it's okay for that person to then change their mind and be like, okay, I don't think like that anymore. It's absolutely fine.
It's growth.
Loving each other as you would like to be treated yourself as well. I think obviously having the time and, like I said, the responsibility to know that people are struggling and maybe you can help them. Open yourself up a little bit more and be like, right, okay, there are things that I've gone through in my life that other people have probably gone through as well.
So go around and each say what you say to your younger selves, personal things you would say to your younger self. I'd say don't listen to the opinions of other people, what they say in terms of you as a physical person. People have their opinions, but that doesn't diminish who you are. Be confident, because I know you were very confident when you were younger and you liked doing certain things and you stopped when you went to high school. Forget about what people say, because at the end of the day, high school doesn't last forever. It's not a forever thing. You'll grow and learn to love yourself and stop staying up to 4 o'clock in the morning. That wasn't good. It's not fun. You'll be really tired the next day and you'll get really bad eye bags, so don't do that. So yeah.
I would say to younger Phoebe, don't let your weight become you, because you're going to spend a lot of time fixating on it, and you're going to think that being thin, like really, really thin, unhealthy thin, is going to make you happy. And then you did it, and you found out that it was really, really rubbish and you didn't like it because it wasn't suited to you, it wasn't who you were supposed to be. Got into a relationship and you got into a relationship with someone who sort of liked you the way you were, and then you became the person that you wanted to be. don't be scared of doing stuff, because you're going to put yourself off from doing things because of your mental health. Your anxiety is going to tell you not to do certain things or to avoid things, and it all works out in the end, I promise.
I'd say don't be afraid to take risks, and don't be afraid to follow your dreams, because you're a huge dreamer. And you don't have to please everyone that's around you all the time. It's actually very difficult to do, and it's pretty impossible. And especially don't focus on pleasing other people at the expense of your own happiness. Follow what your heart wants you to follow, and be fun, be creative, do that crazy thing that you want to kind of do, that you still want to do. And just stick to your identity, because when you get to this age, like, being different is very special. And also just know, in all of this, like, God is there for you. He loves you, he cares for you.
Little Nene, you've got a lot going on right now, but stay faithful to God. Read your Bible, massive one. Read your Bible. But yeah, you'll learn to grow, and you'll learn to stay faithful to who you are and who you believe in, and just don't conform to the way of the world too much. There might be things you might need to learn, but don't conform too much against what you believe in, because at the end of the day, it's who you are. Always shake the devil off. But you'll soon to realise that a lot of people are going through similar stuff, and that you can open up and you can make some incredible friendships through that. And on that note, that's the final girls' talk. So it's bye from me, Naomi.
Bye from me, Rejoice.
Bye from me, Phoebe.
Bye from me, Umme. Thank
Bye.
you. Oh, bye.